Good morning. Welcome to Live at 7:55 for this Tuesday, March 6th. Thanks so much for joining us here. It's Tuesday, which means it's DJ Industry Secrets today with Chris Romero. Good morning, Chris.
Morning. Good morning, Mitch. Good morning, everyone.
And good morning, Casey Keller. Thanks for being here. And today we're going to chat about You're Always on Stage. That was one of the DJ Industry Secrets that Chris Romero dropped. I'm not sure if that's a secret per se, as it is realization eventually.
I think so. I can't even take credit for I can't remember where I heard that from. It might have been an industry colleague, and I can't remember if it was a book I was reading at the time.
I heard it first from Bill Herman. That's who I heard it first from.
And it might have been, yeah, just either from Bill or through somebody through the chain, And I think that day I was just thinking about that and threw that out there. And I think it's pretty self-explanatory as far as, just being cognizant and aware of what you're putting out there, right? Whether it's social, like on social media, just in passing, if you're talking, in not a public setting with maybe another vendor or something like that, or sorry, not private setting, and just just always being aware of what image you are putting out there. To remember, you're always on stage. Whatever you are saying is what people perceive you to be.
And you're always on stage doesn't just go to your performance, as Chris is saying here. Many of us think stage, we think performance, and that's true, absolutely, because you can't be just behind your booth or on your phone or, out talking to someone and roll your eyes after you finish talking with them. Someone's going to see it, right. At your event. Someone's going to see that. I vividly remember, this is a true story. We filmed our DJs back in Detroit performing and such. And the party wasn't going great for one of our colleagues. Rest in peace. He's passed away now. But we got him on camera looking down at his watch going,
oh,
literally. Needless to say, that meeting was a great meeting. Because you're always on stage, right?
Always. It reminds me of like the cameras at a baseball game, right? That are just looking at the dudes in the dugout, like when something happens and they're jacking around with one of their teammates or something like that,
And not just, the performance side, but as Chris has said, the marketing side, the sales side, the production side, your emails, your text conversations. I mean, anything today can be captured, screenshot, moment in time. And I'm not saying that I haven't said this, again, not a holier than thou thing. I've made mistakes, and it's one of those things where maybe you shouldn't have said that kind of thing.
Right.
I encourage you to write it out, as Jim Cerrone has stated before in the past. Write it out first, take an hour break or a 15-minute break or whatever, step away from it, and then come back.
And I think so, and you're right, Mitch, mistakes happen. And I think we do things, we say some things sometimes. And so I think the follow-up and how you go forward from that is also super important, for that reason. So is that truly who you are when you make a mistake, or can you follow that up and make it right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, you have to make it right. And, I've made mistakes. We're only human, right? I remember missing a planning meeting with a bride and groom that somehow just fell through the cracks. She called me, we're at the restaurant, kind of thing. And I'm like,
yeah, that feeling like your worst nightmare, right?
Totally. So I apologize profusely, and I sent her a gift certificate to their favorite restaurant as well, right behind it. And she told me after the event was over that that's the reason why they kept with me, because I made it right.
Right. And that's, you're always on stage. So do you make it right? Do you just let it go and, oh, well, that probably isn't my client anyway? I think that's a cop out a lot of times,
It can be. It absolutely. They were my client anyway. That's a cop out. Were they an ideal client? That's a different discussion.
Right.
But anyone can be your client as long as they see the value in what you have to provide. Whether they're ideal or not is another whole discussion, in my opinion. Good morning, Serge. Good morning, Jamie Bodie. Chris Johnson, thanks for joining us. Jim Collins, hello. Mr. Porter down in South Carolina, hello, sir. Big Daddy checks in this morning. Christopher Rita over in Arizona. Brian Harris, Jonathan Paduano, all with us this morning. So thanks very much for watching, guys.
All right.
But yeah, you're always on stage, man. That's just reality. And many of us will sort of be on stage next week in Las Vegas.
That's so. Yeah, like think about that. Walking through the halls, right? Who are you? Who really are you when you're, just like when you're walking through the halls when no one's looking, right?
Yep.
Are you someone that's going to go through and just kind of with your blinders on and not talk, not reach out, maybe talk about others in the hallway about, oh, I can't stand this person and what they're doing and blah, blah, blah. Like what? Don't forget, you're always on stage. There's ears. The people you're talking to talk, The
eyes and ears of Las Vegas, absolutely. And, people bang on me for wearing suits or whatever. I don't care. Like, to me, wearing a suit is part of who I am as someone who is an industry speaker and workshop producer, and that's just who I am. So, you can hate it if you want, I guess, but that's just who I am in that moment.
Especially when you get on stage, it's nice to see you up there in a suit.
Right. I could be wearing shorts. Anyway.
So.
You be you. Absolutely, Jamie Bodie.
You do you. Hey, so
thank you, Jamie Bodie, for rescuing me in that moment.
That kind of ties it all together. So I think at the end of the day, if you are a genuine person, that's always going to come out, like whether you're literally on stage or if you're performing or behind the scenes, it's kind of nice for you to project truly who you are in your marketing, on stage, at an event, in the halls, Don't forget, you're always on stage.
You speak to your branding every single minute of every single day. Your brand defines you. You define your brand with what you wear, how you speak, interact, engage, all of that. So if you see us at Mobile Beats, sorry, there's no switch on flipping. This is what you get. I understand fully. Like I said, for me, it's about I need to represent my brand as an industry speaker, workshop presenter. That's just who I am. I rock suits in Vegas. It's just who I am. It helps me prepare myself mentally to go serve and be better. That's just me. So anyway, thanks so much for watching live at 7:55 today. Wes Swisher, only if he has a cocktail in his hand on a cruise ship. Yes. I do let my hair down every once in a while. Robin Hood can definitely attest to that. If you watch any of the videos of the Mobile Beat Cruise, we're actually going to be talking about Mobile Beat Cruise coming up at Mobile Beat Las Vegas on Wednesday morning. If you want to have a chance to win a free cruise, I think we're giving away a free cruise. I better check myself before I say that. I think we're doing that. And then also going to hear all about the cruise and actually give you a chance to star in a video as well. It's going to be released later on. That opportunity exists for you on Wednesday morning. Yes, after the Tuesday night party. So go hit it hard.
Then need some photoshopping.
Yeah, if you are asleep, then come on and join us for the Mobile Beat Cruise Talk. We're just chatting about the cruise and some opportunities there for you exist as well for education. So thanks so much for watching live at 7:55 today. Greatly appreciate it. Chris, my thanks to you, my friend. Thank you very much.
Always.
All right, we will see you tomorrow morning for another episode of Live at 7:55, your daily motivational kickstart. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
See you, everyone.